right, game number 4, Legendary Snails versus Titus Gaming here on Vale. And Ren, what do we got?
Marine spawn in the north, cargo spawn for the aliens, and what are we going to be seeing? Early armory build from how many marines? 2 of them, which is interesting. And early crag hive with a no cyst line with Locklear coming back to the hive to grab a gorge. So a little bit of hesitation there. And they just dropped a med pack in cargo.
You know, it's like, run to Nano. You've got time. Why would you gorge up here unless you're going to do the tunnel for sure? And that's exactly what he's going to do. Drop the tunnel, and off he goes.
Really good parasailing up at Skylights. They got Heracles, and they haven't taken any damage, which is awesome for them. And a similar situation, Joshi versus Signic. On opposite sides of the Marines, Joshi goes in early, and Signic comes in to try and tag the parasites, but that's not great.
Yeah, you know, I don't think he realized there was the 3rd Marine there, and that really caught him off guard. Over on the Skylights side, you got Wolf in the vent against Rentology. Rentology wins the fight, but is very low and is not going to be able to take on Heracles.
She got the first kill of the game for the aliens there, and it was really important she did, otherwise they'd have problems on both sides of the map. You'd have Overlook and C12 building, and maybe even pressure into Nanogrid as well. There's no way the aliens could respond to all of that. We still haven't got any harvesters up outside of the spawn for the aliens, which is a really big problem. Locklear's being very slow with his tunnel and his harvesters, and they're finally dropping now, and they've got double shell, which is cool, and we've seen that pretty much every round so far. But the Snails are going up to 5 extractors because they've got both sides. They haven't been able to push Nanogrid.
Rentology evolving in the vent as Wolf finishes up Skylights. You've got Heracles building the extractor over in West Junction. Golden winning the engagement over here, and C12 taking on that extractor. It's going to get recycled. And Locklear has not even had a single confrontation with a Marine yet. But Wolf doing something. Wolf putting mines over the vent on West Junction. So
the Marines have 2 options on this map. They can push Nanogrid if they want, but the safer option is to just build up extractors on the sides of the map. You've got Ray in pipeline. C12 was built, as he said, Golden won a combat, so he took the extractor out. Heracles and Wolf on the left side, and they might want to take system and then build up one of those extractors. These defensive mines are like, it's just all about high expansion. Snails want as many extractors as possible, I feel like.
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of important, if you can get all that income going. When you start to play more offensively, going after, say, Nanogrid, you got that income coming in that the Marine Commander doesn't have to worry about losing 1, maybe 2 of the extractors. And the aliens are playing defensively, so the chance of them taking down any more of your extractors is probably lower as well. So it's a win-win in both situations for the Marines.
The objective for the Marines right now, they've got to take subsector for themselves. They've got to deny pipeline. They don't have to worry about Nanogrid yet. That's not necessary at this point. Signic takes subsector. Good job from them. That's going to really help the aliens. They might even be able to assist that up if they're feeling pretty brave, which could be a 5th harvester for them. We're going to be seeing lurks on the field very soon, and this is a really tough fight for the Marines right now. They've got to pretty much do a lot of work with only Armor 1 almost complete. There's a lot to do right now, and it's tough. They've got a lot of T-Res to work with, but they've also got to aim well.
Golden out as Lurk. This is interesting territory. Golden through system waypointing. Ray getting chipped left and right. Getting support from Wolf in behind. Locklear as Gorge. Coming around to help Signic. Exposing himself just maybe a little bit too much. Wolf coming around the corner. Mine going off. Golden gets out of the room just barely. Oh, there are some really well-placed mines. Like, totally placed for lurks. And I love that. And Locklear even catches the mine over the West Junction entrance, which is going to be a big win for the aliens in the long run. King Yo down in pipeline working on the aliens' 4th harvester. And the aliens are taking pressure in Skylights to the Marines.
It's still a fair balanced game right now. Snails have just gone from 5 extractors to 4. They're trying to win combat up in Skylights. Golden goes in for the fight, takes loads of damage with pistols at his back.
Oh, nice! Oh! Another mine placement for the win for Snails. I didn't catch it, but I was able to come back and see the carcass. And that's a big win for the Marines in this early game, taking down the only lurk that was out. But now Signic out as lurk, and he's going to go and avenge his brethren for sure.
It was an awesome mine. I think they must have put it up top somewhere, so when they flew through, the Skulks didn't tag it. And then when they fly away, They do tag it, which is awesome. The Marines now are going to be on 4 extractors +1, and they're going to be looking pretty good with weapons 1 armor and shotguns, potentially phase gates, potentially weapons 2 at this point. They've got a couple of options there, both of them pretty solid options. And look at the aggression. Wolf and Heracles down in Y junction. They've got a lurk at their back. Just need to be careful. Nice job.
Oh, sick Nick.
Doing loads of damage.
Whew. Yeah, but Wolf targeting him that entire time while he was working on Heracles. Very tough situation. Again with the mines. Well done by Legendary Snails on their mine placement this round.
Nice one. Kingo drops another one when Locklear and Golden are trying to get in position. Gorge goes down, Dog goes down, Sicknick's low. These mines are ludicrous and so good.
The only downside to all this mining, of course, is that there's only a couple Marines that have over 10 P-Res. So that means there's not going to be really a lot of shotguns out on the field. And these mines are blowing up. So, you know, they work for a certain point. Luckily, they've been able to take down some important life forms. Otherwise, they might have been for naught in the end.
Yeah, it's a short-term investment, but it's really paying off. I mean, the amount of fights they've won because of this. They've taken out one Lurk, a Gorge as well. They've made it very easy to hold their base with this. Sicknick versus Eagle Eye. Sicknick's not really doing that much damage. He's doing a moderate amount, and he can't quite finish it, though. He needs to get the double bite in to deny those med packs, and he can't take it.
Wow.
Wow.
Really good netting by Rios there. But, you know, Golden and team not giving up. Titus going after the extractors, trying to take the Marines down as much as they can. As you can see, Kingo rushing back to Topo right now to try to save whatever they can.
Yeah, game's still very fair and balanced right now. You've got Weapons 2 almost finished. They got Shotgun Unlock. As you mentioned, the periods is a little bit lacking, which will probably be the weakness of Snails for this game. We'll be seeing Fade soon, though, because of the 4 Harvester count they've had pretty much all the game. I'm going to double check that. Yeah, it's been pretty much an average of 3 to 4. It's looking really good for the aliens right now. They're going to see pressure in Nanogrid, but I think they'll be able to deal with this pretty well. Triple Hydra combo with a Crag. It's already making it difficult for the Marines to get in there.
Yeah, big win for Titus over in C12 as they took down Wolf and his shotgun. And then were able to take down the next Marine that was trying to come through the vent there. So the shotgun's definitely going to be lost. And they're not going to be able to recycle that. And now the aliens are really pushing back from, you know, a pretty comfortable position as the Marines are rebuilding all that res that was taken down. Yes, they're on 5 income, but it's all rebuild income. So they're denying the next upgrade at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the Fades are going to come up pretty much right now. The second Hive's going to be dropped in the next 60 seconds. I think they'll probably use the Fades to secure the right side of the map with the Pipeline Hive. And that's going to be pretty much 4 Harvesters, maybe even 5 with the second Hive. There it is. And it's just going to be a really good game for the aliens. They just need to keep the pace like this. Such
good med packing from the Marine side, keeping these Marines alive even during the Lurk engagements. Rantology is Fade coming out now, and that is going to be a big win for Titus if she can stay alive.
So I've got Ray and Heracles trying to hold system waypointing alone. You've got a Fade right in the face. It's nice early shotgun blast into Rantology. Takes her low, 20%. Skulk's in position. They haven't cleared the Skulk, and the Lurk and the Skulk combo will probably clear up Heracles. It was a good engagement, but you've got to clear the Skulks as well as get the Fades off like that.
And they took the Shotgunner down, so that's a big win for Titus in that situation. Building res in C12, but Kingo and Eagle Eye are going to try to move in and deny that. The Hive being built down in Pipeline and pressure up in Skylights by Rantology and Golden.
Yeah, Marine aggression was pretty good for pretty much the first 7 minutes of the game. You can see it's a little bit more lacking now. They're still trying it, but it's not quite as effective as it was before. The Fades, the Lurks are still on the field as well. You got one there from Sicknick, who's doing a pretty damn good job. 7-1 score so far. He's still getting work done. Here he is in Pipeline, trying to defend the Hive. He's very low. Nice kill.
Did you see how almost instantly he went to red on his entire health bar there? So losing that Lurk, not a great thing right now. Golden's almost at a point where he has enough. Joshi and Rantology as Fades coming in against Eagle Eye and Pipeline here, getting good swipes in, but again, the med packing insanity from Rios. They are hitting so well on these Marines that they just can't seem to do enough damage to take them down.
Yeah, and Eagle Eye shotgun blasting is awesome. Look at this, they'll take so much damage off these guys. Rantology's 50%. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get enough shots off to actually kill her. She comes back in for Wolf before he can get the shotgun back. Good job. And it looks like they've cleared up the Pipeline. They just need to get a couple of swipes in.
Yeah, Heracles comes down into cargo. Doesn't seem to get much going on. Sicknick's going to go straight back for the Lurk again. And the Marines trying to take this opportunity to grab their own res. Unfortunately, I mean, although that's a great move and you need the money, they really haven't done much to stop the alien economy.
Yep, they're going to be powering through upgrades at this point. You'll be seeing Metabolize. Oh, he's done. Umbra with 4 biomass will probably be the next stage. I can't imagine them not taking Umbra. It's really, really good. Once you've got Umbra on these fades, it's pretty much going to counter the weapons too, I think. I mean, the weapons two's keeping them in this. Oh, Rantology goes low.
Ooh.
Damn, I missed all of that.
That was so close.
See, this is the thing. The weapons 2 is good enough to take the fades on. This is literally what I was just saying. But when the Umbra comes out, I think that will change.
Heracles goes down to the lurk bite from Sicknick. A little bit of revenge going on there. And Rantology comes in to clean up Ray. They have still saved Nanogrid. C12 does go down. Let's see. It does look like Golden was able to clear Skylights, and now he's working down in Subsector after respawning. And so the aliens are doing everything they need to do to keep the Marines on their back foot. Although Weapons 2, Armor 2 up, that's going to make it a little bit difficult for the aliens. What do they have coming next? Let's see. Golden at 29, Locklear at 28. Do you think a third fade, or you think at this point with 4 res nodes they just hold out for double Onos?
Golden's good enough to go fade and probably win this game, especially as they might lose a fade in the next 60 seconds. You see in these engagements, not a pipeline. Joshi goes low. They've cleared it up, which is good. But it's tenuous. I mean, these aren't safe fights. These are tough. And I worry that one of the fades will go down before we see Umbra. And Golden's a pretty good fade, so he may be going fade as well. They might save for Onos, I suppose. I don't think they'll need it to win, though. Lots
of money in the bank right now. So Gorgeous, who is commanding this round with Versal off at the moment, kind of wondering what he's going to do. And there you can see he immediately starts going for Shade Hive and Skulk upgrades. So Leap.
I don't get that. Maybe it's cheaper than Umbra, but I really think Umbra's better.
Well, he's got the money to start going Umbra as well. Maybe he just misclicked and let it finish anyway, because Leap's not a bad thing to have, later on in the game for your Skulks.
Leap's good. Umbra's great. That's how I'm going to put it. You got Wolf trying to clear up Skylights. One of the extractors is just being gnawed by Golden all the time. The Fade's trying to clear it. You've got a Lurk and a Fade combo. Looks like they've scared those 2 off, though. They lose the extractor anyway. See, Snails on the back foot at this point. They're going to run out of upgrades. I really think they'll get behind in this game. I really think the Umbra is going to be the game changer, not the Leap. And the Veil upgrades are coming along, which are all right. Should provide them with Aura, which should allow the Fades to pick off the low Marines. It's one of the weaknesses of the Fades. They struggle to clear off Marines because they don't know which ones are lower. The Aura really helps with that.
Sys rupturing going on here in C12 just to help, inhibit the Marines' visual side a little bit more. They clean up these Marines. They're going to save that Harvester. They begin, the Marines over here in Subsector. It looks like they're going to go for Phase Tech. Probably a gate somewhere down here at Sub. I would think that the stronger gate would be waypointing, though.
We got to see it in system waypoint. They don't have one in the base, though, and they don't have the res for it. So it looks like they just want to kind of hold the game in a stasis whilst they use the 5 extractors, build up the 30T res for these gates. And Rantology's maybe caught out a little bit. She needs to escape right now. And she goes straight for it. She's on the wrong side of her hive. And they're going for the base push, that's why. They're going straight for the com chair in the Marine side.
Oh, and look, they ghost away the wow, phase gate right there. Clear the mines all over the room. Eagle Eye spawns in. Lockley the Skulk staying on the arms lab. Rios goes down as commander. There's nobody in base. They're trying to rush back. Kingyo coming in. The arms lab goes down. Hallucinations all over the place. Ray is only the one here to defend as the other 2 are coming back from Topo. So they're going to head back into base and go after that IP. And man, oh man, a twist of fate indeed, as it looks like Titus might be able to edge us out, as Wolf only has a shotgun.
Why didn't Rio's beacon? He got out and wanted to take on a Lurk, a Skulk, and a Fade with his teammate.
Where is that Lurk? Come back, Sicknick.
One of them. It's one of them left.
And there we go.
Pretty much the way the game was going. That was an alien win the whole time.
Wow. Base rush the game. All right, folks. Well, there you have it.